Hello reformers and welcome back to Gekokujo 3.1. Now, when we left off, we had Lord Endo from the... Oh, where is he from again? Is he from the Mogami clan? I actually can't remember because it's been a day or so since I've actually played Gekokujo, unfortunately, but, you know, sometimes I have to mix things up a little bit on the channel. Anyway, as we can see here, we have Lord Buya, or Bui, or whatever his name is. I'm absolutely terrible, aren't I? Anyway, we have him and another vassal in our sights, and we're going to be taking them on and hopefully eliminating them relatively easily. So, what is going... Oh, yes. Okay, so considering I did a special feature on the channel very recently, and that mod has an extremely large battle size, and obviously my PC is not particularly, you know, modern anymore. It's a couple of years old now, so obviously sometimes I may not be able to run the game at a very high battle size, even though I may want to. And that mod in the special feature is basically having the battle size on 750, which I think is a little bit too much for my PC. I think I've tried things out, and I think the maximum that I can really field without lagging too much is about 300. So I reduced it to 300 actually in that mod, and that's exactly the reason why we now have a very small amount of units on the battlefield. So yeah, I'm gonna need to change that soon. I don't think it actually makes any difference for me to change it right now in the fight itself. But yeah, this is going to take... Does it make any difference? I'm going to try it. Ah, right. Okay, so it does seem to make a difference, as you can see here. We have received reinforcements, and we do have new enemies incoming as well. So that's fine. That's actually pretty decent. I was not anticipating that they would adapt to that particular option while in the game, because I think I've actually tried that once before. I think I've had a mod where I reduced the battle size because it was just so large, and then when I went back to play another mod that doesn't have such a large battle size, it didn't work. So it could just be that mod doesn't allow that sort of, you know, that sort of change to happen while in game, while in a battle, should I say. And we're just gonna, you know, eliminate these archers as best we can. But yeah, I'm actually really happy that I think, haven't we eliminated the Mogami clan? Technically we have. I don't think they have any fief remaining as far as I'm aware. So we should be seeing an elimination pretty soon. Yes, an elimination pretty soon, as I get poked in the face by a huge pole. That's really not very nice, is it? No, it's not very nice. But yeah, I think otherwise we're doing pretty reasonably. I mean, this is the thing. We are eliminating most of the factions actually quite simply, and I'm quite surprised by that, because I would have expected them to put up much more of a fight. I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, maybe we're just really powerful. Maybe the Suguroku, you know, submod variant of Gekokujo that we're playing is a little bit easier than the original, because I don't know. Maybe the units make a difference. Maybe there are, you know, just slightly more powerful units that we have acquired, or maybe something like that. I have no idea really, because I think in the original Gekokujo it took a long time to get to the point where we are now. It took, I don't even know. I think I made... Well, that's the thing. I technically, you know, progressed off-screen dependent on the version, because obviously the version made a huge difference to some of the features, and I had to update every single time a version came out, because obviously Marty was working on it consistently back then. And yeah, it's pretty cool to actually, you know, get that kind of thing, you know, right then and there. Oh yeah, we do have some Sado exiles, don't we? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to... I actually don't know. I'd love to be able to take these guys. Okay, I'm actually going to lose one of these servants just to get the officer, the mounted officer, and I don't think I'm going to be taking anything else. This is really sad, though, because they're actually pretty decent units. I did say, by the way, that I was going to go back to Katsuyama Castle and award myself these things, but these vassals were around in the area, and I was just like, okay, we got to take these guys out, because we can't have them just running around our territory, you know, doing whatever they so desire. Because look, there's another one over there, Lord Hayajizaki, or whatever his name is. And yeah, it seems like we have eliminated the Mogami clan, technically. So, where is Lord Endo? Oh, no, wait. Lord Endo is part of the Date clan, yes, as I thought. Okay, so Suguroku Castle is now under siege. We are going to attack Lord Endo, I think. There he is. He's running away from us, so that must indicate that he thinks he's going to lose. So we're going to try and do just that. I'm going to let that guy go, because Lord Endo is much more of an important target for us. There you go. Oh yeah, take this, Lord Endo. And yeah, I actually think that he was running around besieging things to try to reduce their prosperity, to try and reduce how much money we are going to gain from them, which is actually kind of amusing, because if he does that to Kubota and Yokate Castle, it actually makes no difference whatsoever, because I don't own those yet, which is kind of amusing. I don't know whether it makes a difference before one owns them, but who knows? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But what we're going to do, I have 18 archers. I'm actually going to try and make good use of the archers because we have an amazing advantage on this hill here. I don't know whether our units are going to be able to be quick enough to actually get over here. I mean, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I very much hope they are, but yeah, as you can see, we only have 5 cavalry as well, so I can't really do anything amazing. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Oh yeah, these are our companions, aren't they? Yeah, so probably going to need to re-tag Francisco because he's on a mount. And you know the reason why he doesn't get any kills? Because he's on a mount, and he has a gun. Yeah. So we're probably going to need to do something to make sure that he's not being completely useless. Because the only thing he's providing to us right now, even though it is very, very important, is of course surgery. And yeah, obviously I very much appreciate his work regarding that, but he's punching people. And he's not Jean-Claude Van Damme or Steven Seagal or any of those action guys, and he can't really punch very well, even though he may want to. So yeah, we're probably going to try and remove his... That's the thing, I was actually wondering whether to just make Francisco more of a battle medic, you know, like an actual battle medic that can deal significant damage and that doesn't need to sort of shy away from the battle and can actually deal, you know, his own amount of damage to be able to, you know, earn experience and, you know, participate and actually contribute, with the exception of the surgery, of course. But that's the thing, that's probably a dumb idea, because he kind of needs to survive, doesn't he? He kind of needs to survive to do his surgery, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I've heard a variety of different theories, and I haven't checked the wiki in such a long time in regards to surgery and what the sort of protocol is regarding that. But as far as I am aware, surgery comes into effect at the beginning of a battle, and if the companion dies, then surgery no longer works. Now, I'm not entirely sure if that is true anymore. That is what is that is actually what I've always believed, and what is, I think, the general consensus. But I heard quite recently, maybe a few weeks ago, that when a companion goes into battle and then dies, it doesn't matter. The surgery stays around, but only for that one battle. And if they are still injured by the time the next battle comes around, then obviously, you know, they just, you know, don't give you the surgery. So I'm not entirely sure, actually. I think, personally, it's the previous example that I gave, the one where if a companion dies, surgery is not going to work anymore in that battle. So yeah, I think that might be the case, because that's the thing. I've actually played medic characters. More specifically, I've played a medic in Prophecy of Pendor. And when I die, which is often, unfortunately, but when I die, it's kind of still working. The surgery still seems to be working because most of my units are not dying very easily, and I thought I was going to die there because I got stuck, but that's okay, because we do have our reinforcements coming in here, and I think we've eliminated a good amount of the enemy already. I think we've most likely attained victory relatively easily there, but yeah, as I was saying, the surgery does seem to still work, but obviously that could literally just be luck. You know, it could just be luck, because, I mean, is Francisco dead right now? Because we're getting a lot of unconsciousness and not many deaths. I mean, there's a death right there because I actually mentioned it, of course. Jinxed. Very much jinxed. And I don't know whether Francisco is still alive. I didn't really take note of that. I would doubt it, but maybe he's one of these? Is he one of these? It would be rather amusing if he was one of these. He might be, actually. That's not him, obviously. That might be him. Oh, that might actually be him. And I don't know why that... Yes, I think it is, actually. So, yeah, we do have all of our archers, obviously, here. And unfortunately, they're not charging. So, we might need to do something here. I really should have told them to go a little bit closer, but they're mostly gunners, so obviously the reload time is very, very long. And keeping them at a distance is, I suppose, always a decent idea. Okay, so can you give me the retreat function now? Or not the retreat function, but the battle one, you know, status text? Because it seems like we have one. There's only one guy running away from us right now, so it's not particularly necessary for us to charge him down, is it? Oh, I suppose there is. Kill him! Take him out! Come on, guys. You can do this. There's only one guy. Oh, wow. Whoever you are not... Oh, you are actually pretty good, apparently. Yes. Hatamoto Cavalry, I was just literally about to insult him and say, oh, you're not very good at fighting, are you? But no, he actually is pretty decent. Because Hatamoto units, really. I mean, how can they be bad? I mean, yeah, maybe some of them can spawn with an unfortunate weapon or so, but... I think most Hatamoto units are going to be extremely deadly, and I'm actually thinking, should I just charge in? Let's just charge in. There's really no necessity to sort of stay back here, and we're going to be hopefully taking Lord Endo prisoner, and then I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do. I would have liked to have had an era of peace, a very small amount of peace, maybe a month in-game or something along those lines. That would have been actually pretty nice. I think that would have been pretty suitable for us right now, because that would give us enough time to sort of consolidate our units, our garrisons, maybe get a little bit of a more effective army going, even though our army is actually not even that bad right now. I don't want to die here either, thank you very much. But yeah, the point is that I'm just not entirely sure what I should do. I mean, that's the thing, there's only two options really. And those two options are go back to Katsuyama Castle, continue recruiting people, you know, sending out recruiters, getting garrisons, award, you know, Kubota and Yokate Castle to Bruce, and obviously check on Hyo Gonosuke, because obviously he probably is going to become the next vassal of ours. Maybe we want to get him some more leadership skill and so on and so forth. But other than that, the other option is to go on the offensive. To go on the offensive and to attack the Date clan where they stand. Which might be an idea, I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't. It's really a case of, do we want to play the long game or do we want to just eliminate them and be aggressive? Because playing the long game, I'm pretty sure, you know, awarding Yokate Castle, Kubota, Suguroku, you know, I don't think we've actually awarded Suguroku Castle yet either. And the various villages around it, I think awarding those would probably make so much more sense, because obviously we do have our weekly budget. I'm not entirely sure when the weekly budget is going to be coming up, but we're probably going to need to do that, aren't we? I mean, it just stands to reason that that would make the most sense, because we're going to be gaining huge amounts of cash as a result. So it might be an idea. I don't know. We're going to see how many units we have available here. We have 152, obviously, that are still alive. But anyway, let's just get one of those. There we go. And, oh, more Hatamoto Cavalry. Very nice. Okay, so let's just level up our units here, our companions, and what? Oh, wow, Gonosuke, you are an absolute beast, aren't you? Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to give him some more riding skill so he can be a little bit quicker on the battlefield, but I don't even know. Okay, so Tojiko, you are going to be speccing into some more strength. Thank you very much. More athletics as well. She has a pretty high agility for being level 1, so I'm very, very happy about that. Alright, so more strength here, I think. More power strike. I could actually give... I'm going to give him some power draw because he's actually using a bow right now, so it would make sense, I suppose. We do need to give them some weapon master too, you know, some of the lower levels. And yeah, let's go for a little bit more in power draw there, a little bit more in archery, and wow, there's just so many people leveling up here. Okay, so let's go for some more in I guess we'll just go for some more in power draw. I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, I really do need to get them some weapons, to be honest. I mean, I have a pretty decent amount of money now, so I suppose I'm going to go and do that, which is really kind of a shame, because I really didn't want to have to buy the weapons. I think that's a real waste, but it seems to be, you know, the game seems to be forcing me to do that because they're not willing to give me anything good in terms of loot and stuff, so probably going to need to do that. Anyway, Bruce has now reached 30 strength. So what are we going to do now? Well, I assume the only thing we can do is agility, really, and then just continue leveling his Iron Flesh and Power Strike. I could, of course, do Horse Archery, but I don't feel like that's very necessary. I could do Tactics. Not really necessary either. Yeah, we'll just go for some Iron Flesh then. Make him 81 HP. 81 HP. How can I even die with that? Well, I make it look easy, I guess. Alright, so as we can see here, we're now back at Katsuyama Castle, and we're going to be making myself Lord of Kubota and Ichinoseki Castle. I'm being very greedy here, aren't I? I think the tax inefficiency is going to kill me, but I can always give some of these things away, so I'm not really too worried about that, you know, so I could just, you know, switch these off to someone else and then I won't have to worry about it so much. But what I'm trying to do is just make so much money, you know, maybe about 500,000 or something like that, and then what I can start to do is when I start gaining more and more vassals, I can actually start giving them castles and towns and whatever else they want without having to worry about how much money I'm making. Although if I wanted to, I could be a little bit more humble and I could just do it gradually, but I don't really want my fiefs on the front line. I want my fiefs all the way in the back so that no one can raid them or siege them or anything like that. So obviously that's very selfish, isn't it? It's very, very selfish, but that's just how it goes sometimes. You're just gonna have to, you know, prioritize your own character over NPCs. So anyway, let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna recruit from the Miyoshi. I think we're gonna go and do that, and then we're gonna wait here for some time and see what's going on. Alright, so we're now down here by Yamagata Castle, or did I get that name correct? Oh, wow. I actually was literally just right next to it, and I already forgot its name. Fantastic. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. But we do have Lord Kakeda here, who is attempting to raid one of our villages, and we can't have that, can we? No, we cannot have that. So we must prove to him that we are a very worthy adversary, and one that is not going to lie down and take whatever it is he wants to give us. So, oh my, this is actually not very good, is it? Okay, so he has literally no cavalry whatsoever. He has one, and that is, I think, him, which is rather amusing because I've already eliminated him, kind of. There you go. He's now dead. And let's get our archers on the hill here. This is deadly. This is absolutely deadly for them. I don't think they will be able to defend against something like this. I think we're going to be in a really, really good position. I mean, obviously we do have, you know, Francisco still on his mount. I'm actually not taken him off that just yet, so that's a bit of a shame. But what can you do? Sometimes you're just going to have to, you know, let him punch people. I'm sure he has a lot of pent-up aggression because he's always on that mount and he's never shooting anyone, and that's the reason why he hasn't leveled up in a very long time. Isn't that a shame? Anyway, we do have, wow, we are absolutely massacring them right now because there is literally nothing they can do. We are having the advantage in terms of terrain, the advantage in terms of, well, I would say numbers, because we do outnumber him slightly. We have 50 more than him, but, you know, sometimes I'm thinking that our units are not particularly good, but we're actually doing a pretty nice job there. But anyway, yes. Oh, wow, that's not good. Oh, no, that is not good at all. Yes, I think I'm going to get out my bow a little bit, use that somewhat, try and do a little bit of damage here and there. Obviously, I don't really want to go into first person while I'm riding on a horse, so I'm just going to try and be sneaky and shoot over the hill. Oh, never mind. Doesn't even need to shoot over the hill. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so, ooh, that's nice. Okay, so let's go first person now, because I don't really need to drive my horse. Yes, I was about to say pilot, drive, you know, drive the horse. It's not mechanical, thank you very much, but anyway. Seems like, what, are we being eliminated here? Where are all of my units? Oh, they all seem to be over there. And why are my cavalry not charging in? That is hilarious. Okay, so for some reason I told my cavalry to stand back there. Not entirely sure why, but oh well, doesn't really matter because we have, well, routed most of them. Well, yes, 16 of them were routed, 6 have been wounded. I'm actually unsure how they were wounded, I guess the banner carriers that we have. But yeah, we're going to have to eliminate these guys. Yeah, no, ninja, no, no, no. No, no sneakiness for you, thank you very much. Oh, you did hit my horse, how dare you. That's not very nice. Okay, well, if we can eliminate him, that would be nice. There we go, yes. Okay, so there's only 7 remaining, and I'm actually kind of surprised that more of them did not rout. It was very clear that this environment, this terrain for them was very, very bad. So, there you go. Oh, Toruyo has also advanced in level. Very nice. Very much appreciate seeing her level up. She is just an absolute beast. I think Mei Ling is probably our best companion right now. And then we have Gonosuke. I think he's probably the next one. And then obviously Toruyo is just extremely good in terms of archery. So it really depends on what you're looking for, because I think Toruyo is really good at ranged combat, but Mei Ling, when she gets in close, you are just not going to survive. Anyway, there you go. We eliminated them with minimal casualties, mostly because of the environment. I mean, the terrain was just amazing right there. And oh, he did manage to escape. Oh, that is so sad. That is very, very sad. Oh well, never mind. We do get some loot. And we have successfully defended Yamagata village, and I've sent out recruiters from almost every castle with the exception of Yokate Castle, Kubota, and Tsuruoka, but I will do that off screen. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.